Hey everybody, Big Anklevich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore. It is Monday, October 14th, 2024, and this is my video for week 71 of my journey to Wonderland using carnivore, I guess, is really all I qualify this week, not lion diet, and alternate day fasting. And yeah, we're going to jump into those daily videos and we'll check out and see how things went. And I hope you enjoy here on Big Anklevich on Health. Okay, it is Monday, and I don't know what the deal was with me today, but I woke up in a foul mood right from the get-go, and things only got worse. Last night before I went to bed, I told my computer to upgrade the OS, the operating system, because there was a new upgrade for it. And I thought, okay, well, I'm going to bed anyway, so we'll just get that going. Downloaded that, I installed that first thing in the morning, and the bleeping thing won't connect to the internet anymore. I spent all morning trying to figure out what the crap was going on. Never figured it out. I still can't even, I mean, I don't use my computer for much else that doesn't involve the internet. And my video is going to be late, which is last week's video. It's going to be late because I couldn't get on and even see my chart that I have all my weights tallied up on and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, I guess I could have done it with my phone. So maybe I'm just being somewhat lazy or just more irritated. Just irritated. Like, I'm so irritated with the way everything went that I'm just like, screw it, I don't care, I'm not doing anything. Like I said, I was already in a bad mood, and then there was a huge accident on the way to work, which only made things worse. I was an hour late. That's how bad the accident was, and so on and so on. I did go to the store at one point and just buy myself a load of cheese, and I ate almost all of it. I still have a little bit of it left, and I don't know that was a good idea. I don't feel so good. Cheese makes my tummy not feel happy, makes my tummy yucky. And I gotta quit going there. I think that might possibly be some of the reason behind my bad mood in the first place. I don't know. I ate cheese all weekend long when I was in San Antonio with my friends that were visiting. So it's only made it worse probably. And tomorrow I'll just wake up with another bad mood. So don't do that. If you know something's not good for you, don't eat it anyway like I did. I did eat some ground beef. So at least I ate something good today. Okay, it is Tuesday, and I guess my bad attitude is persisting. Maybe that, and also the fact that I know that we're just going out of town at the end of the week. And it's going to just be another week of who knows what. It's another week of I'm not going to be able to keep myself from, gaining weight. So I'm almost like, why bother? But anyways, what did I do today? Well, I went out and I bought a bunch of frickin' cheese and some pepperoni, and I just melted it on a pan and made like a pizza kind of a thing, and I just ate that. I actually cooked a whole roast, and I cooked fat trimmings, and I just never ate them. I ate that pizza crap, all that cheese, and I was full and felt sick to my stomach and didn't want to eat the actual food that I'd made. So I put that in a container in the fridge. Maybe I guess I'll eat it tomorrow, but I don't know. I need to get it together. I'm not doing good. Okay, everybody, it is Wednesday, and hopefully I've pulled it together. Not that it matters, because we're leaving to go out of town tomorrow. But for today, I pulled it together anyways. This morning, all I had was some fat trimmings and some roast beef. And my digestion has been terrible because of that cheese. And I gotta get off of that stuff and keep myself happy. So hopefully that's what I'll be able to do, although I don't know what's going to happen on this camping trip. So maybe it'll just be more unmitigated disaster. But for now, at least, for one day only special, I'm doing okay. Okay, it is Thursday and we're camping. And so what did I eat today? Well, all sorts of stuff that I normally wouldn't eat. I did have roast for my breakfast this morning. I warmed some of that up before we left. But later I had pork rinds and I had beef jerky. And for dinner tonight, we had like bratwurst hot dogs, sausages, smokies as they call them in Canada. We had those. I had a bunch of those. I don't know, like 6 of them. That was it. Just the dogs. I didn't eat them on a bun, which you would think that would be good enough, but I'm sure it's not. Not for me. I've got to have absolutely perfect if I want to even just maintain my weight. So, you know, I'm going to have some ground to make up, I'm sure. And it will only get worse because we're going to be here for one full more day, plus a little bit of another day on Saturday. So, okay, it is Friday and camping still. We're at the Frio River in, I don't know if it's West Texas, Hill Country, Texas. It's west of San Antonio. It's like a 5-hour drive from our house. But anyways, yeah, today we have been here. We've been on the river the whole day. I don't know if you can tell that I got a sunburn. It's a little worse on the areas that don't see the sun all the time than it is on my face. But yeah, we had a good time out there. Just floating around. There's rope swings all over the place, and the kids were using those. I even used them a couple of times because, hey, I'm a carnivore. I can handle things like that. I'm healthy. I take care of myself. Doesn't matter that I'm old. I can still do it. So yeah, what did I eat today? Well, for breakfast we had sausage, bacon, eggs, and pancakes. And I ate everything but the pancakes for that. And then for lunch, we had there was a whole bunch of crap there, but what I had was like cold cuts, like ham slices and some cheese. They had cheese slices. And then for dinner, everybody had beef stew, which I'm sure was good, but since I can't eat the potatoes and the carrots and all that crap, my wife just cooked up some just a hamburger. She just fried that up and had it ready to go. So she just warmed it up on the camp stove, and I ate that for my dinner. And it was good. It was really nice of my wife. Nobody does carnivore but me in my household. And they don't give a crap about the restrictions that I've put on myself, really. They're not doing that kind of stuff. But my wife made sure to include me in the menu. She planned it all out and found a way so that I could still eat every meal that we had. So I can't complain about that. That's nice. It's really nice to have something. And I didn't have to put in all the effort, so that's really nice, right? Anyways, it's been fun. We got one more night, and then we're going to head home in the morning, and that'll be that. Okay, it is Saturday, and we are back. We're back home. We finished up our camping trip this morning, drove home, and on the way, what did we do? Well, I stopped and got some pork rinds, of course. Well, cracklins. They're the good kind, at least. If I'm going to eat that, I got to at least have cracklins. I'm not going to bother with pork rinds. Those things are dry as a bone. Cracklins, however, are a little better. But yeah, what did I have today? We had the same breakfast this morning. We got up and we made pancakes, sausage, bacon, and eggs. And I ate the sausage, bacon, and eggs part of it. And yeah, I ate cracklings on the way home. I think that's pretty much it. Um, but when we got home, my wife did not feel like making dinner, so she's like, "Yeah, we're just gonna get pizza." They got pizza. I looked at the pizza and I wanted something like that, and so I went to the store, got cheese and pepperoni, grated it up, threw it in the oven, and basically made a cheese pepperoni thing and ate that. So I guess that was how I finished out my cheating time. But yeah, I don't know. It was a great trip. Had a lot of fun. I was able to do stuff, which, you know, I mean, we did this trip before, and I didn't do any of the things that I did this time. You know, we went on rope swings. I went on a rope swing. I haven't been on a rope swing, I don't think, in the 21st century. The last time I did it was still the 90s. So, you know, I'll talk more about this after the videos are all done. But I thought that was pretty great, and it's thanks to Carnivore. So, you know, yeah, you got to do what you got to do when you're doing different things, when you're out of your routine. You get by how you can. And yeah, come next week, or even come tomorrow, to tell you the truth. I'll start tomorrow. But next week, I think I'm going to really rededicate myself and really get after it and see what I can do. Because, yeah, I think it is a really good thing, and I feel good being able to have done such a thing. So that was Saturday for you. Okay, so it is Sunday, and it's been a good week and a bad week all in one. It was a fun week. I had a good time. Going camping was great, but I was definitely not being very good with my diet, and that's made me gain a lot of weight, and that's also fine. Because, you know, I still stuck with the diet. I wasn't great with it, but I was still carnivore the whole time, and so I'm gonna be fine. But yeah, today was the last day of this crazy week. It was our spring break, I guess, from school. So kids were able to go and do some fun stuff, and that's why we were off camping and stuff. And yeah, today I could have been fine, and I was mostly fine, to tell you the truth. I was mostly good. I had fat trimmings in the morning, as well as some roast mixed with some ground beef, and that was great. But at the end of the day, I had myself a little bit of cheese. I guess it was my last, you know, it's the end of this week. This week is now over. And so just for one last fling, I had one last bit of cheese. So yeah, I mean, this is going to be a terrible week. But, you know, it just accentuates, like I was saying yesterday, accentuates how much better things are than they used to be. And I'm happy about that. And I think it's time for me to turn over a new leaf. I've been really grumpy for the last little while, and it's time for me to change that and start looking on the bright side of life and start seeing the good side of everything. So I'm going to concentrate on that. I'm sure I'll talk more about that in the end of the show here. But yeah, that's what's going down here on Sunday. So okay, so there you go. That is this week. It was a rough week, but we're not going to dwell on that. We're not going to worry about that. I feel like it's time to change things, to turn over a new leaf and all that. So real quick, since we got to do it every time, we're going to talk about what my weight is. And it's ugly, but that's okay. Last week, I finished out with an average of 225.1 for the week. And this week, 232.5. So that means that I've gone up 7.4 pounds this week. That's pretty bad. But a lot of it wasn't even this week. The very first day of the week, I'd already gained a bunch from last week that came on over and stayed. And then this week I only made it more. But you know, it's what happens. You know what I mean? Like, you go on a vacation, you're gonna go up. You can't do the things that you normally do. You're gonna just do other stuff, and that's just gonna be the deal. But you know, like I was saying, how great it was to be out there, to be out doing something fun, to be, for one, floating down the river. We just floated down the river. I had no shirt on, and I was fine with that. And I didn't even put on sunscreen. I just let myself get tan. And we were out there for hours, and I didn't burn very bad. I did burn a little. It's already healed up. I'm already doing just great. I already look like, you know, the tannest guy in the frickin' world. So, so you know, that is one thing that, you know, I couldn't do that before Carnivore. I would have got sunburned so much worse. Because, yeah, when you're on seed oils, when you're on carbs, your skin is just not prepared for stuff like that. But on top of that, yeah, I went and I swung on the rope swing, and it was fun. And no, I wasn't the best at it, but I'm almost 50 years old, and I was just like, who cares? I'm gonna do it. I'm not going to let that number tell me that, hey, you're too old to do anything. My wife's not even that old, and she's already letting that happen to her. She's always saying stuff like that. Oh, I'm old and blah, blah. No, you're not. You're not old. You're just treating yourself like you're old, you know? Take control. And that's what I have done this year, and I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm not perfect. I'm not amazing. I'm doing all right. I fail, and then I try and get back up, and I fail, and I get back up, and, you know, that's the way it's going to be. That's the way life is. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's going to fail sometimes. And if you can't get back up, well, then it's over. But if you get back up every time, then you're doing it the right way. And yeah, if I mess up, if I gain 7.4 pounds in a week, well, that's okay. I get back up, I change my ways, and I turn it around. And that is what I'm going to do. I didn't even fast this week. I said this was alternate day fasting, but I didn't even do that. So that's another thing, you know, coming up. Next week, I'll be fasting again, and that will help. And I will be eating better, and that will help. And I will eventually get myself where I should be. I think that's really the one big thing. And I learned this years and years ago, long before I ever even started Carnivore, that the key to a diet, to, I mean, I guess life, but the key to losing weight and all that is just consistency. It's the main key. You consistently stick with what you're doing and don't go off the rails too much, and you'll get the progress. So if I can just be consistent for the next while, I'll be down to Wonderland. I'll be down to Wonderland in no time. So that is my goal for the next while, is to be consistent and to keep a good attitude. Because I've had a bad attitude for the last, I don't know, month and a half, 2 months. It's been a while that I've just been feeling like crap and just had a bad attitude, a bad outlook on life. And it's made things worse. I've got to fix it. And that's what I'm going to work on this week. It's getting a good attitude and getting things going in the right direction and then being consistent with it. That is my plan. And I want to get there. So I think that I'll be able to. And I'll probably have troubles. You know, that's the way it is when you've let yourself go a little bit. It's harder to get back, you know, to clamp down and to really get serious. It takes a little effort to overcome giving into temptations. So we'll see. But that is where I'm headed, and it's a good day, and I'm happy to be happy, and I'm going to keep going with that, and I'll see you guys again next week. Talk to you then on Big Anklovich on